like me again. Vertical rainbows cross the sky, and I barely even question why. Too caught up in life to live it. I'm simply searching for the truth. Honesty, no need for proof. Left you crying, made me see the one who's losing would be me. Never wanted that to be, but there's no time better than now. There's no time better than now. I changed my hair with...
Hey guys, Matt Peters here, Greater Than 40 Fitness. Hope y'all are doing fantastic. It's Friday, January 9th, 2015. I wanted to do a little bit of a follow-up on the nutrition and supplement video that I did for you guys. And the reason for that is because I wasn't able to give you a few pieces of information because I ran out of time. As you know, YouTube only lets you do 15 minutes at a time unless you tweak your account, which I haven't done yet. So the first thing I want to do is give you my totals for the day. I did give you my totals for each individual meal, but this is the totals for the day, which I'm really glad that I did because this is a learning experience for all of us. As I mentioned in my intro video, the best way to either lose weight healthy or gain lean muscle mass is to figure out how many calories you need a day with your activity level to maintain where you are. And then if you want to gain lean muscle, you want to add 500 calories to that total. If you want to lose fat, you need to subtract 500 calories from that total. So it's very interesting what I found out on that day that I shot that video for you guys. So what I did was 852 grams of carbohydrates that day, 908 grams of protein, and 621 grams of fat for a total of 2,381 calories, which my percentages of my carb, protein, and fat I'm real happy with because I was protein heavy, which is where you want to be. But the number of total calories is actually a maintenance number for me. My maintenance number is 2,300 calories a day, so I was barely over that. And as I mentioned before, I have a hard time gaining lean muscle mass. It's real easy for me to lose weight or to get trim and drop fat, but to gain muscle is hard for me. And so this kind of helps me understand, maybe why. 1 gram of fat is 9 calories, 1 gram of carbohydrates is 4 calories, and 1 gram of protein is also 4 calories. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to help you guys find out what your caloric intake is going to be to maintain the current weight that you have, no matter what it is. And the first number we're going to have is the number of calories that it takes to maintain that weight with no activity. In other words, laying in bed all day. And you'll understand why we do this. So what you want to do is you want to take your body weight. Mine at the moment is 163 pounds. Multiply that times 11. Okay, for me, that's 1,793. So that equals the number of calories that I need to maintain without moving throughout the day, just my heart beating and breathing, to maintain my current 163 pounds. Then what you need to do is you need to figure out what your metabolism is like. And this is fairly easy. If you find it somewhat easy to gain a little weight if you eat too much, and somewhat easy to lose a little weight if you kind of cut back, that would be considered, middle of the road, kind of a moderate metabolism. If it's just impossible for you to gain weight, or it seems like it's impossible, obviously you're going to have a high metabolism. And then the flip side of that is you eat 1 piece of lettuce and a carrot and you get on the scale and you've gained 5 pounds. Of course, that's an exaggeration, but that would be a very low metabolism, okay? So for me, since I'm in the middle or a moderate metabolism, what I do is I take 30% and I multiply that times my calories to maintain with no activity, which remember was 1793. Okay, and that is going to equal my calories with an activity level. In other words, living your life, going to the grocery store, going to work, etc. Those are the calories that you need to take in to have your baseline to maintain your current weight. So for me, 30% times 1793 equals 2330. So that's 2,330 calories that I need to maintain my 163 pounds. Okay, if you have a real fast metabolism, you need to multiply that times 40%. If you have a real slow metabolism, then you need to multiply that by 20%, okay? And that is going to get you your number that you need to maintain your current weight with daily activity. And from there, then we can either add or subtract the 500 and get us where we need to be. Plus 500 if we're looking to gain lean muscle mass. Of course, you don't add 500 pounds to what 500 calories to what you're consuming if you're not working out, because then you're just going to add fat. So you would not want to add those 500 calories. But if you want to lose fat, you subtract the 500 calories, which I told you guys in my previous video was super simple for me because I just cut out desserts, and that was like 400 plus calories right there. And a few other things that you want to do, obviously you probably heard from your doctor and other magazines and sources, is you want to get your protein, your carbohydrate, and your fat ratio a little more protein heavy, and then you want to drop the bad fats, guys. That's really important. You've got to get rid of all the trans fats and all the really bad fats. You want to concentrate on the omega-3s that come from fish and places like that. You don't want the Twinkie fat at all, because that's gonna it's gonna make it harder for you to reach your goals. So for me, right now, since it's at the winter time and I want to put on the lean muscle mass, I should be consuming 2,830 calories. But as we found out, I only consume 2,381 calories. So there we go. Like I said, it's a learning process for all of us. So I know now that I need to bump my calories up, by another 400 plus calories in order to accomplish the goal that I want to. Now, to step back a little bit, if you guys watched the intro video, you know that I've been working out now for 1.5 years. I did 3.5 months of cardio to shed 45 pounds of just straight fat off my frame. Then I joined a gym because I decided that I do want to add lean muscle mass and go for the six-pack and things like that. And then as time went by, I got inspired by guys like Greg Plitt and Steve Hoffman and some of the other guys in the fitness industry. And so I decided that I wanted to try to enter a fitness contest. And since I'm 48, it's going to be in the Masters. It's going to be one that's in Arlington, Texas. It's a fairly large one. It's in about 8 months and 1 week. And since I only weigh 163, I know that I need to put on as much muscle weight as I possibly can if I want to place high in this. And of course, I want to win. You don't enter anything, I wouldn't think, unless you're going to try to win. So I'm asking you guys and encouraging you guys to go along this journey with me. Excuse me. No matter where you are, okay? If you're real thin and you need to add weight, join me right now. If you're way overweight and you need to drop weight, join me right now, because we're all going to make progress together. We're all going to learn together. Okay, so no matter where you are, you can join me in this journey. And we had a slight interruption. My wife came home from walking our 2 dogs. So as I was saying, I'm inviting all of you guys to come along this journey with me. So no matter where you are in your fitness goals, you can just jump right in. I'm going to do one more video after this before I get into the workouts. I'm going to show you guys my home gym. I'm also a member of a gym here in Dallas that I go to. I really like my home gym. I put a lot of time and effort into it. You don't need that. You don't even really need to join a gym if you don't want to. You can actually do every exercise that we're going to do pretty much with a set of dumbbells and just a flat bench, or an adjustable bench, I should say, because you do want a bench that will go incline. Now, I suggest that you do join a gym. They're cheap. They're very inexpensive. You can usually get into one for $20 or less a month, and it's usually month to month with no contracts. That's the way ours is. I was a member of Gold's Gym for a while, and it was $350 for the year, which is fairly inexpensive. I just paid all at once. You know, I put probably about $4,000 into my home gym, so I understand not everybody can do that. And a lot of people can and do have home gyms that blow mine away. So anyway, I really want you guys to join me in my journey. We're going to be real positive with this. We're going to focus on form. We're going to focus on injury prevention, and we're going to continue to focus on nutrition and supplementation. Of course, the physique contest that I'm entering is obviously drug-free. I would hope that at this point in our lives, being 40 plus, or even you younger guys and girls, if you're watching this, please do not put sports enhancements into your body. I can't stress that enough. Greg Plitt, who I encourage you guys to go to his website, it's gregplitt.com. P-L-I-T-T is his last name. He's the most famous, successful fitness model in the world. I really admire him. He is very passionate about what he does, so you'll be a little shocked if you watch some of his videos, because he's a real serious guy. But he is the most successful fitness model that's ever lived. He has several friends that have had serious injuries and also unfortunately died from doing sports enhancements or steroids, whatever you want to call them. So I encourage you guys to do this steroid free. You cannot enter a physique contest if you have put that in your body. You have to take a what people call a lie detector test, and you'll also be tested randomly. You can do bodybuilding contests with steroids, but you wouldn't be watching my channel if you were trying to become a bodybuilder. So the next video, like I said, I'm going to show you my home gym. I'm going to break down my workouts for you. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing as far as my body parts and how many days a week. And you guys can tweak that, obviously, for wherever you are in your current fitness goals. But I'm going to give you a great baseline to start with that you're going to avoid injury. I'm going to show you exactly the way to do these different exercises, presses and curls, etc., etc. So you do stay injury free. That's key, because once you start this and you start making these gains or losses as far as fat is concerned, you know, it just feeds on itself. It's a very exciting thing, and you don't want to have an injury to slow you down and stop you. And we have to really concentrate as our bodies age. We have to take a little bit better care of them than when we did when we were, you know, 19 or 20, 21 years old. So I'm going to really focus on that, and it's going to be a great journey, guys. I am going to film all the prep leading up to the physique contest. I'm going to film the physique contest itself, and so you guys will know how I did and where it is and which one it is and everything. So thank you very much. I would ask you to please subscribe to my channel, and if you do like the video, please hit the thumbs up. Thank you much. We'll see you next time. God bless.